Namaste. Welcome back to yet another episode of Diabetic Care India, Reloaded 2. Right? All right. In fact, Diabetic Care India was picking up pace over the months, but then perhaps we felt bad that we weren't supported enough by our viewers. They weren't sharing our videos enough, and then we were a bit sort of discouraged, and we had at one point of time thought of closing it down for good. But then the response from our viewers was so overwhelming that we were in fact taken aback, and they wanted us to continue, and then we came back with the Diabetic Care India Reloaded. So here we are back with newer topics, and we are sure you'll find them interesting, because this is one issue that seems to be affecting all diabetics, right? The moment you're diagnosed with diabetes, there is one word that creeps into your vocabulary: without. All of a sudden, life becomes without. Your tea, coffee, that cup of hot coffee, flavorsome coffee that you are used to early in the morning, has already all of a sudden become without. You stop adding anything sweet into what you eat or drink, under the notion that such a lifestyle, such avoidance will help you control your diabetes better, right? That's what everyone does. That's what we have all been used to. We have all seen our relatives and our friends do such things, right? Yeah. So today's episode is going to see or check out whether such avoidance of sugar and then jaggery and honey follow. All right. So usually what they do is they avoid sugar altogether and they replace it with jaggery or honey. That's what we Indians usually do, right? If you are a diabetic. Okay. So is there any benefit of avoiding sugar altogether? Yeah, no doubt. White sugar. If you are talking of white sugar, yes. Avoiding white sugar is definitely going to be beneficial to you. Now, why is it so? Because white sugar contains what is called empty calories. So, white sugar gives you only calories, no nutrition whatsoever. When you have white sugar, you get the calories that comes loaded with it. But since you are not getting any nutrition whatsoever, we call it the empty calories that come with white sugar. Alright. So if you avoid white sugar, you are not going to get the calories. There are no nutritions anyway, no nutritional quality anyway in white sugar. So you are not going to miss out on any nutrition as such. So avoiding white sugar is definitely a sensible idea for both diabetics as well as non-diabetics. But then, what about replacing white sugar with jaggery or honey? Jaggery. So jaggery is definitely far more nutritious than white sugar. Have no doubts about that. Because when you talk of the brown jaggery, the jaggery comes in various varieties. I am not going into that. Let's just talk about the commonest brown jaggery that all of us are used to. The brown jaggery has a lot of iron in it, iron content. Alright. So it's definitely, and it contains fiber too. Definitely far more nutritious than white sugar. But if you are planning to get your diabetes under good control and your blood sugars under good control by simply replacing white sugar with jaggery, then I'm sorry, you'll be disappointed. It doesn't work out that way. Because when it comes to the calories, there is not much difference. So when jaggery is definitely far more nutritious in terms of fiber content and iron content and whatnot, the calories that you get are pretty much the same. So it doesn't help much with the blood sugar control. B. Honey. Pure honey, of course, you get a lot of fake stuff nowadays. That's the case with jaggery too. Let's assume that you get good, pure, unadulterated honey, genuine honey. All right. Definitely far nutritious than the other two, than white sugar, definitely much nutrient, and far nutritious than jaggery, because honey has a host of benefits associated with it. I don't want to go into the details right now because that's not within the purview of our topic. But suffice it to say that honey too contains loads of calories. So if you are looking towards controlling your blood sugars by simply replacing your white sugar intake with honey, well, I'm sorry, again, you'll be disappointed. It's not going to work. Though honey can be had, this is not to say that diabetics should avoid jaggery and honey. No, I'm not. I don't tell even my patients, diabetic patients, to avoid white sugar. If they are used to it, see, that's something that you have been doing for decades. It's not possible for you to simply stop it one single day, one fine day on the under the belief that it's going to get your blood sugars controlled. It doesn't work out that way because, mind you, sugar, jaggery and honey, they contain simple as well as complex sugars. Let's just talk about white sugar. White sugar contains simple sugars. All right. That's what chemically is called sucrose. All right. Now, sucrose, when it goes, it's basically glucose, maximum glucose. All right. So, when sucrose goes into your body, it is converted, or rather the body is directly able to utilize the glucose available in it. Simple, straight and simple. Now, what if you don't give it that straightforward glucose? What if you don't give it that simple glucose? No issues. Your body is anyway going to convert it into whatever simple sugar it wants to. For example, if your body needs glucose, which it does most of the time, it's going to convert even the complex carbohydrates that you have. So it's not as if you need to give your body only the sugar in the sugar form. Your body will produce whatever sugars it wants to, most of which is glucose, because glucose, as we know, is the basic energy currency of the body. So you can make do by avoiding white sugar altogether because you are having complex carbohydrates in various other forms, right? So don't worry, if you have to avoid your white sugar, go ahead and do it, but be warned that just avoiding white sugar and replacing it with jaggery or honey is not going to help in terms of controlling your blood sugars, though they are nutritious. I hope the point is clarified enough and you are convinced of the points that have been made about all these. No issues about diabetics having any of these per se. You can have them in very, very limited quantities, especially if your diabetes is well controlled. For example, most of us are used to having a cup of coffee or tea in the morning and then maybe a cup of coffee or tea again in the evening. That's it. We usually don't have more than 2 or 3 cups of coffee or tea, right? Which is not a problem in most well controlled diabetics. So let's not punish ourselves. And I'm talking about the diabetics, please don't punish yourselves. There is no need for all that. There is no need to avoid all the sweet from your life and make your life bitter and sour and punish yourself. Please don't do that. So do enjoy your cup of coffee with an added spoon of some sweetener. Nowadays you have a lot of choices, a lot of varieties to choose from, so that shouldn't be an issue. You have non-sugar sweetness. We have come out with an episode on non-sugar sweetness, but I must confess it was in Malayalam. Not an issue. We'll come out with another issue, with another episode on this topic in English for your benefit, non-sugar sweetness. So that's a huge topic. I think we'll need to set aside a specific episode for it. Thanks a lot for watching this. I'm sure there are a lot of questions cropping up in your mind. Huh? So when you finish typing out those questions, please don't forget to share this video with your friends. That's going to be a great help for us. Please do support us because we don't get any financial help otherwise. So this is the only support that we can request for. Please do that. And kindly don't forget to click on the bell icon. That's your notification icon. So as and when new videos are uploaded, you'll get a notification immediately and then you can go ahead and watch them. We promise you we are going to give you the best updated information in the field of diabetes, in the field of nutrition, in the field of dietetics and lifestyle diseases in general. We are coming out with wider topics in the general field of health, especially in the field of cardiology. We are coming out with newer videos. Please do continue watching us and try to popularize this channel with your friends and your relatives. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love you all.